Hello everyone, it is me, Bluefire. Before the video starts, I just wanted to take a moment to say some things. For starters, I wanted to apologize for being gone almost a whole year. Some things came up and I was on the verge of getting a computer, so I wanted to wait until I got that computer to record videos on. I ended up having to wait for a lot longer than I was hoping for. And me being super patient, I decided to wait that whole period. So I'm really sorry for the confusion that I probably caused you all in my last video, where I said that I was going to try to record more often. Another thing is about this recording. So I have a computer now, so the recording you're about to see is actually a new Let's Play that I'm going to be starting on my channel, which is a Terraria modded Let's Play. I have a few mods that I've installed into the Let's Play, to do the Let's Play on, but the three main in particular are the Elements Awoken, the Thorium mod, and the Calamity mod. So it's going to be a pretty crazy Let's Play. Another thing I would also like to point out is that the audio you're hearing right now, the recording of my microphone, was recorded after I made the gameplay recording. The reason why is because for some reason my headset is not working properly on my computer. So I'm going to need to get a new microphone for me to be able to record my recordings properly. I am still going to record gameplay. Do not worry. That is just a little minor issue. I figured out a solution, but the solution that I'm doing is just recording the microphone audio from my PS4 on Share Factory. But the game recording that you're seeing, that you're about to see, was recorded on my computer, just so you guys know. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to apologize for that and to let you guys know that I recorded this on Terraria, on my computer, and it's Terraria. And also to let you know that I'm going to have to get a new microphone and stuff, so the way I'm going to be recording videos for a little while is going to be a bit different. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, even though it's going to be a little weird. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, one real quick thing. I am narrating what I've recorded, by the way. Just so you know. I am narrating my recording. Okay. Let's get this over with. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright, welcome to my new Terraria modded Let's Play. We're doing this in expert mode, so to kick things off, here's attempt number 1. On attempt number 1, I started by chopping wood. I spawned in a snow biome, and I encountered a new creature. I'm not sure which mob this one's from, but it's a snowball creature, and I guess, by the looks of it, it's growing larger as it's moving, which is kind of scary. But anyway, I started off this, other than that, by chopping wood to prepare for building a house. And for a while, this ended up going out pretty well. I did kill a slime here that I found was pretty annoying. And that snowball creature, it was stuck, so I didn't really bother it. It was only until it started raining and that a blizzard showed up that things took a pretty bad turn. I got swarmed by these free flying fish here, and I died for the very first time on here. That's right, I got killed by flying fish. That is just super embarrassing. Which it is expert mode, and I've not really ever played expert mode. I've only usually just played normal mode. But yeah. But this continued pretty much for this entire first attempt. Another snowball creature also showed up. And yeah, just like the last one, it ended up getting stuck. But yeah, for a while I just continuously was getting swarmed by these flying fish, so yeah, you're gonna see why this is called attempt number 1. Yeah. I ended up just giving up here later anyway. And I ended up just giving up and going into a different world. So on this, and now day 1, I made a new world which has the same name and it's still in expert mode. Has the same corrupt crimson biome. But yeah, this one went a lot better than the first attempt. I started by, of course, chopping trees and getting wood to prepare for building a house. Plus, the landscape that I spawned in was perfect for building a house on, because it was all flat and it wasn't rugged or anything. So it was pretty perfect. Other than a few slimes, nothing really was a big bother. But yeah. I also tried to figure out a certain setting that I wanted to change, which is regarding harvesting and mining stuff. Because I noticed that I was only harvesting where my cursor was located, which I don't want. I just wanted it the other way. Anyway, I ended up giving up for now, and I started off by I'm bad at these narrating things, but anyway, I flattened the ground a bit to start building my house on. I wasn't really bothered at first while I was doing this. I mean, yeah, I did get attacked by that one slime while, starting to flatten the ground, but other than that, it went pretty well. I also went ahead and looked at the items that I had. First, there was this iron or heart, which I didn't really care for, because it was just it was like I'm gonna call it a challenge item. I'm thinking that's what they're called, but these challenge items, basically, I'm not gonna use these challenge items for now, okay? I may use them later on in the series, but for now, I'm just gonna put them aside. Later, I'm gonna end up putting them in a chest, but yeah. So all these challenge items, I'm just gonna put them aside. As for this mystery gem and this jewel, I decided to put on the jewelry necklace because I thought it looked pretty. And the mystery gem, I decided to put it aside because I wasn't sure what to do with it, and I wasn't sure if I could really do anything with it. I also opened up the starter pack that I came with, which I used. It came with a few challenge items, and it also came with a copper broadsword, which I used to upgrade with. But yeah, these 2 challenge items that I've found in particular, I decided to put them aside. This musical box, I decided to use it for a while for the remainder of this recording. But I would later decide to put it aside, and because I just thought it was kind of a little annoying. But yeah. Other than that, and a few potions here and there, yeah, it went pretty well. I also got this squirrel summon, which later on I found to be a pretty annoying summon, and you'll see why here later on. I also got a Slime King item, which I can use to summon the Slime King, but where I'm at now, I am not gonna fight the Slime King. I also went ahead and looked into trying to figure out that thing I wanted, that setting, but I ended up deciding to give up on it again because I wasn't sure where in the heck I was supposed to look at. But yeah, so other than that and all this stuff, so far it went pretty good. I'm just reorganizing my items right now, so yeah. I also got this mana crystal, which I decided to use that. There was also this purple slime, which the god was attacking. I took this opportunity to also try out the squirrel summon. And yeah. And after that, I went back to cutting some trees. As I was doing this, it started to rain, though. And of course, my flashbacks from attempt number 1 started to course through me. After cutting trees for a little while, I decided to get to working on my house because I noticed it was starting to get dark and it was raining, which is not a good combination. So I immediately went back into working on my house. Started working on my house. As I was doing this, a goldfish came by, which I would later kill for whatever reason. But yeah, I started off with the floor of the house, and then afterwards I began working on the walls. I wanted a pretty decently sized house. I didn't want a super large house, which I would end up having to work on for like 2 nights so far. So I decided to start off with like a medium-sized house or so. I will probably later on move to a different location, though, because I usually just build a house around where those trees are. You know, the really big trees that are in Terraria, because those are really good places to build a house at, in my opinion. I built a crafting bench, and I also built some torches, which I used to light up the area. As I was doing this, I noticed a flying fish, which I didn't really care for at first, before it started getting closer to my house. I decided to get starting on working the roof on this, though. And, yeah. As I was working on the roof, I noticed the flying fish was getting closer, so I just focused all my effort on building this roof, because those flying fish are annoying. After that, I would start on working on the walls, but after that was done, I was finally safe from the flying fish. But yeah. And after that, I would start on working the walls. As I was working on the walls, some zombies showed up, and it was now officially fully at night. And a floating eyeball was out there too, which if I didn't build that house sooner, that one would probably be the most annoying thing to deal with. There was also this blue slime zombie, I'm not sure what to call him, a slime head zombie, which started to have this weird purple glowy aura around him. I'm not sure what that was about, but I didn't really care. I also built some doors so I could actually access the house when I need it. But yeah, and I found that opening doors on PC version of Terraria is pretty annoying, because I have to like click on them to open doors. I decided I was going to open up one of the doors and attack some of the creatures. The flying eyeball flew in, which hit me at the start. As I was attacking them, though, the zombie that was on the roof decided to come down. So I decided I wanted to kill this slime as soon as possible before it could get in the door. And that's what I did. I closed the door before it could get in, and luckily it didn't get in. But later I decided to go on the other door and kill these 2 zombies that are on this side. And yeah, for a while I decided to change to the staff, because I found the staff worked a lot better on killing these guys. I chased off this one zombie that was on the roof that was about to get in. And I decided, since it was at low health, I would go out and finish it off. As I was doing that, though, I placed a campfire. And I also decided to just leave the zombie be. Okay, real quick. Yeah, I'm terrible at narrating, so you guys have to... I'm sorry for how bad I'm at. Okay, but I started out then on the... As it started getting brighter out and the zombies no longer spawned, I decided to get working on a bridge to get over this big hole. There was a cave also over here too, which I may decide to use as my main form of cave exploration before I would later decide to maybe move. But yeah. After finishing the bridge, I decided to even out the terrain a bit to make it look a little nicer. I would also remove the dirt walls that are like over here and fix the house up a little bit. I also began working on a little bridge into the cave. I'm probably going to change this out with ropes if I can get ropes, but when at the time I did this, I didn't really have ropes, so I had to use the bridge. I decided to leave it unfinished though, because I figured I would put some ropes there. But I'm probably going to change my mind when I get back into it on part 2. I also got to work on a tunnel to be able to get over this hill. After this, I decided I was going to go and explore. But yeah, you'll see that here in a bit. Yeah, you see why I'm bad at this. Anyway, as I was building the tunnel, a flying fish showed up, and it was being a little bit annoying, so I decided to deal with it. And as I was building up the tunnel, my squirrel, for whatever reason, decided to go in the tunnel and attack these slimes instead of helping me deal with the enemies that were actually a danger to me. I decided to attack a slime as I decided to explore. And yeah. So thanks for nothing, squirrel. I really appreciated the help there. But yeah, I did manage to kill these slimes, but they were a bit of an annoyance. And then after that, I decided to go explore. As I was doing this, another blue slime showed up, which I decided to ignore and hop over. And I began my exploration. But yeah, you see what I mean about this squirrel, though? Like, seriously. I also encountered this other new enemy, which I wasn't sure what it was called. I tried to get a name of it, but I ended up forgetting the name of it. I'm not sure which mod this one's from either, but yeah. There was also some chests nearby, so I decided to go down and attack this and hopefully kill it. And yeah, as I was attacking it though, my squirrel, for whatever reason, was stuck. So yeah. At this point I ended up dying on this day. And yeah. So thanks for nothing, squirrel. After that point, I decided I was just gonna give up on this squirrel. I decided I was gonna still use it. I am gonna still use it as my main summon until I can find a better summon, though. But as I was doing this, I decided to open up some of these chests. Okay, actually, I came back to the place that I died at to get those coins and also to open the chest up. I also noticed that as I was heading back, the creature disappeared, so I took that opportunity to get the chest, and yeah. I got a pair of climbing claws and some rope and a few other helpful items, which I decided to keep a hold of because I'm gonna need them. Because the climbing claws are pretty good, so I decided to keep those. And yeah, I also opened up this other chest and found the flute, which is apparently for a bard class. it looked pretty interesting, so I decided to take it with me, as well as a few other things. And, yeah. But other than that, there wasn't really much of anything good in the chest. I noticed it was starting to get dark, though, so I decided I was going to head back. So I started off by building a little rope thing to be able to get up from this hole. As I was doing this, as you can see right now, my squirrel was just standing there. But I headed back, and as I was heading back, I decided to test out the flute and see how it works. As I was trying out the flute, I noticed that I was getting this notification about it consuming materials, which kind of worried me for a bit, because I thought it was going to be broke if I keep using this. But you'll see that later on I decided to actually give it a shot. But yeah. And then night showed up, and then the next night of this day showed up, and as I was doing this, I decided to try out the flute, but you'll see what I mean here in a bit. Like I said, I'm really sorry. I'm terrible at narrating stuff. God. Anyway, I decided to try out the flute, so I opened up the zombies. I opened up the door that the zombies were in. And, yeah. I also should point out that I managed to figure out that one setting that I was trying to figure out, which is good. But yeah, I tried out the flute in tandem with some other weapons, and it was pretty good. I did like the flute a little bit. But yeah, after killing the zombies, they also dropped blood. It's apparently a material, but I'm not sure what to do with it. So I decided to keep a hold of it. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a little weird. We're just going to end it here at part 2. So, see you guys. Bye.